The world watched in awe as Jimin and Jungkook attended the RUNSEOKJIN EP Tour concert, turning a simple appearance into a tapestry of warmth, sincerity, and subtle, unspoken connection. From the moment they arrived, it became clear that this wasn't just another casual outing. It was a reflection of the bond that has always tied these two artists together, not just as members of BTS, but as two individuals who have grown up side by side under the brightest of lights. Arriving together in the same car, Jimin and Jungkook instantly set the tone for the rest of the evening. There was no space for speculation or rumors about distance or separation. They walked closely, comfortably, and confidently, side by side, towards the venue, not needing to say anything to show how close they truly are. Their presence was calm but powerful, like two puzzle pieces falling naturally into place. For longtime fans, that simple act of arriving together was already a heartwarming reassurance. And before we go further, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a single moment of these incredible stories. Your support helps keep this space alive for deep, meaningful content like this. Once inside, the connection between Jimin and Jungkook became even more evident. They didn't just find any seats, they sat together in a section specifically prepared for BTS members and close friends. From the beginning of the show until the very end, the two remained inseparable. They whispered, laughed, and shared knowing glances that only years of friendship and mutual understanding could allow. It wasn't forced. It wasn't performed. It was natural. And that's what made every second so special. Jungkook, the golden magne with a heart as soft as his voice, was seen turning to Jimin frequently, smiling in a way that lit up his whole face. Whether it was in response to a song or a moment of shared nostalgia, his reactions were genuine, raw, and filled with admiration. Jimin, ever graceful and gentle, returned each glance and smile with a calm sincerity. The way he looked at Jungkook was not only affectionate, but also reassuring, as if to say, "I'm here, just like always." These interactions didn't need grand gestures. They were painted in the smallest details, the way they leaned slightly toward each other when they spoke, how they turned to each other instinctively when something funny or moving happened on stage, and how their body language remained open and aligned throughout the event. This wasn't about performance. It was about presence, trust, and mutual respect. In a world where so much is curated and calculated, the authenticity of Jimin and Jungkook's dynamic is a rare gift. Their chemistry doesn't scream for attention. It whispers in glances, laughter, and moments of quiet stillness. They don't need to be loud to be heard. Their bond speaks volumes in silence. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into their connection, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss another touching story from the world of BTS. As the concert continued, cameras captured a range of emotions between the two. From excitement during upbeat performances to quiet contemplation during slower songs, their expressions reflected the journey they've shared together as artists and as young men growing into their identities. There was a moment when Jungkook laughed softly, eyes crinkling, clearly reacting to something Jimin had said. That brief laughter became a highlight for fans watching around the world. It was a window into the kind of comfort and joy that only someone like Jimin could spark in him. It's moments like that, unscripted, raw, and honest, that reveal the essence of their relationship. Jimin has always had a grounding energy, someone who brings calm and warmth to every space he enters. Jungkook, on the other hand, carries a vibrant and playful energy, yet he always softens around Jimin. That duality, the balance they bring to each other, is what makes their bond so compelling to witness. And let's take a moment to appreciate the way they support each other. Neither has ever needed the spotlight more than the other. They lift each other up, not just on stage, but in everyday moments like this. That's the kind of friendship and partnership that goes beyond music. It's built on years of shared experiences, both joyful and challenging. Toward the end of the concert, their synchronization remained intact. As the final songs played and emotions ran high, they stayed side by side, occasionally exchanging looks that said more than words ever could. There's a kind of peace that comes from simply being with someone who understands you. Jimin and Jungkook have that peace, and it radiates. When the concert ended, They didn't split off in different directions. Once again, they left together, just as they had arrived. This full-circle moment solidified what fans had already felt throughout the night. This wasn't just a show of support for Jin. It was a reflection of their consistent presence in each other's lives. They could have come alone. They could have mingled separately. But they didn't. They chose each other. And isn't that what true connection is all about? Choosing to stay close even when there's no obligation to do so. Choosing to walk together, sit together, laugh together, and leave together. Not because it's expected, but because it feels right. So if you're touched by this rare, beautiful bond, remember to subscribe. It helps us continue bringing heartfelt, thoughtful content about the moments that matter most. The Jikook dynamic is more than a friendship. It's a bond born out of shared dreams, late-night conversations, and years spent learning how to support one another in a world that can be overwhelming. Their presence at the concert wasn't about attention. It was about love, quiet, enduring love that doesn't always need to be spoken out loud. And in a time where relationships can often feel superficial or fleeting, seeing something so steady, so nurturing, is deeply moving. Jimin and Jungkook remind us that real connection is never about show. It's about being there, really being there, through it all. Their loyalty to each other, their warmth, and their unspoken understanding make them not just incredible performers, but exceptional human beings. It's no wonder that fans around the globe continue to admire and celebrate them, not only for their talent, but for their genuine spirits. If there's one takeaway from this unforgettable concert appearance, it's this: true friendship, like true love, doesn't always need words. Sometimes, it's in the way someone looks at you, stands beside you, or laughs at your joke even when no one else hears it. Jimin and Jungkook embody that truth, and we are lucky to witness it. Thank you for spending this time reflecting on one of the most heartfelt moments in BTS history. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. There are countless more moments to explore, each one a new chapter in the ongoing story of Jimin, Jungkook, and the enduring magic of their connection.